Meet Jenny. Jenny is a high performer. She has been with the company for a few years working directly with the CEO. She has been a great asset to the company and as such is already in her boss's book of excellence. She has been recognized for her innovative marketing ideas and talents. Meet Joe. Joe holds a high position in the finance department where he has access to mission-critical financial and personal data. Joe has been with the company for several years, and while he is qualified and competent, there is something subtle and eerie about him. Meet Steve. As an IT manager, Steve's main role is to manage and ensure the security of company's mission-critical data. Steve is seriously understaffed, overworked, and stretched thin while discharging his responsibilities. Meet Paul. Paul is a quintessential C-class executive who is under pressure to ascertain the mandatory information, security, and regulatory compliance measures in his company. So Paul issues a straight directive to Steve to ensure deployment of appropriate information security and regulatory compliance measures, ASAP, and without delay. Sure enough, under heavy time and resource constraints, Steve does reasonable diligence, selects a DLP solution that promised to meet his requirements, and deploys the DLP solution. The process cost Steve a major chunk of his entire IT budget and resulted in tremendous headache in deployment effort, but finally he had the DLP system deployed. Little that Steve knew, his nightmare had only just begun. Well, let's see how the DLP is working. Jenny, the super performer, just can't get her work done anymore. Simple tasks have become a chore. Basic job tasks like accessing or sharing an important document with relevant parties, sending out an urgent email with relevant file attachments to relevant people, or even trying to send normal communications to coworkers and business partners are difficult. Each time, the DLP system yells out intimidating gibberish at her. Set policy, classify content, fingerprint data, not to mention the dreadful words, "Your email has been blocked." So Jenny, the super performer, is bogged down and business is suffering. Typical scenario of business meltdown. Joe, on the other hand, is a happy camper. Each time the DLP system yells out the gibberish, Joe has the opportunity to deceive the DLP system by setting wrong policy, inaccurate classification, faulty data fingerprint, and thereby evade the DLP system to steal and exfiltrate highly sensitive mission-critical information and confidential financial data. Now, Paul is completely frantic as he is informed about two unnerving facts. Ever since the DLP system was deployed, Jenny can't get her job done while the company is still having serious data leaks. A very frustrated Paul commands Steve to fix it ASAP. But an average run-of-the-mill DLP solution will not address Paul's worries or Steve's woes. So Steve makes the right decision and deploys Gangor Cloud's DLP solution. Gangor Cloud's patented auto-classification technology, its unique policy automation engine, and its award-winning identity and role-based approach enable a total paradigm shift in data leak prevention. Information governance and regulatory compliance is built into this solution. Gangor Cloud's DLP solution eliminates the headache of manual and repetitive pre-processing. So Jenny does not have to manually classify or tag each email or document and data that she creates. Neither does she need to learn complex policy setting procedures, while at the same time, Joe is denied the ability to evade the DLP system by setting wrong policies or incorrect classification. All of this is automatically and transparently done by Gangor Cloud's DLP solution. The Gangor Cloud DLP solution is deployed in a fraction of the time and cost of any other competing product. For Paul, it is now business as usual, while Steve can finally have some reprieve. Gangor Cloud. Credible security, no gimmicks.